So many card previews! Hey guys, TKC here with another installment of Kaijudo news, I guess. There's so many cards to talk about now. I make a video, and I go back on the internet, and then bam, more cards popped up. Like, what the heck, guys? What is going on? So, I'm going to be talking about 4 new cards now, in addition to the other cards I was talking about in my other videos. We're going to go with the first one that was previewed after I taped the handful of card previews. So this one is a Mega Bug. I am so excited. This is Lepidus the Ancient. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It could be Lepidus or whatever. Lepidus the Ancient, we'll just go with that. Level 8, 8,000 power, double breaker, and it has the ability Deafening Wing Beat. Whenever one of your creatures wins a battle, choose one of your opponent's shields. Your opponent puts it into his or her mana zone. Okay, this is not like completely broken in any way, shape, or form at all, but it's just really cool to see that we have some sort of like Bulmedius card in this game already. This is only the second expansion, third set, if you will, so this is pretty groundbreaking. Now, of course, Bulmedius had it easy, you just kind of go in for shields and they're gone, they're into the graveyard. But now in this game, we have this, and it pretty much is a much harder to work Bulmedius, but it's pretty cool. You pretty much win battles and then take shields and put it in your mana zone. So it takes a lot of work to actually get this card to work in duels, but of course Light Nature definitely is a thing now. You just want to get this guy out and then constantly tap your opponent's creatures and then go in with this and, not break shields, but taking shields and put it into your opponent's mana zone. So overall, this card's pretty cool. I really like the effect. Don't know how it'll do in actual duels, but I'm dying to try out this card. But I need one more thing to convince me, is we need a Mega Bug evolution. Who's with me, guys? I want a Mega Bug evolution alongside a Beastkin evolution. That would be sweet. Alright, the next card we're going to talk about, actually the next couple of cards that we're going to be talking about, are Chimera creatures, and there are apparently going to be a lot of them in the Evil Fury set. There are apparently going to be 7 new Chimeras in the Evil Fury set, and that means that 7 of the 12 Darkness slots will be filled with Chimeras. Wow. So we're going to start with a Chimera evolution. Yes, a Chimera evolution. This is pretty cool, and it's an uncommon, which is pretty nice to see, meaning that not all evolutions will be, very rare or super rare. We'll even have some uncommon ones too. And so the first one that I get to show off is Hydro Medusa. Hydro Medusa is so cool. It's Chaos Worm. It's back. Chaos Worm in its exact form, except, new art, new name, and new race. It looks like Chimera is taking the place of worms in the original game, because Chimeras are getting the same abilities, like Horde Worm onto Gigastand as a Chimera, and then Hydro Medusa, which is Chaos Worm, but now it is a Chimera. It's pretty cool how they're kind of shifting gears and switching around with the races to, make different races more popular than the ones that they used to be. This goes back all the way to Aqua Seneschal. That was like the 2nd or 3rd previewed card ever for Kaijudo. And back then, Aqua Seneschal looked to be like the new Aqua Hulkus. And when it said Cyberlord in its name, we're like, okay, it looks like Cyberlords are going to take over, and Liquid people are going to take a back seat to Cyberlords. And for the most part, that is pretty much true, especially with Glurgle supporting the Cyberlords so well. But anyways, enough of that talk. Hydro Medusa, Chaos Worm. Chaos Worm was a really good card back in DM, especially since it was only in the 2nd set, and now it's in the, I guess, 3rd set technically here. But it's definitely a strong card. I see a lot of potential with this card, especially for the beginning of the game, but I could see it going on for quite a while, especially if more Chimera support cards come out. Chimeras are looking really, really strong. We already have Amazing Bait in Gigastand and Scaradorable of Gloom Hollow, which is awesome. But then we also have Bat Breath at level 4, and if you want to go a step further, you got the other Scaradorable, Scaradorable the Hunter, or even Dark Scaradorable. And now we're also going to be having other Chimeras in this set, a total of 7 new ones, this one included. And that is just so cool. I'm so pumped to play this card. And the Chimera evolutions don't stop there, because we also have this card right here, Kimura the Wretched. This is now the third super rare that we know of that's going to be an Evo Fury. And by the looks of it, they should all be evolution creatures. So this one is pretty much like Ultra Sideworm in the original game. You know how in the old game, Evo Crushers of Doom had Chaos Worm and Ultra Sideworm. We had the small one and the big one. And this is a pretty big creature. Level 6, 11,000 power, double breaker, and the ability Engulf. Whenever this creature attacks, banish all enemy creatures that are level 1. Engulf is just kind of like a pity effect, I think, because it doesn't really need that effect, but I guess it's nice to have. I mean, the 11,000 beat stick is really cool, and you're going to be paying total of 9 at the very least to play this, because level 3 is the cheapest Chimera we know of so far. But considering there's going to be 5 other Chimeras in this set besides the 2 evolutions I talked about, that means that there could be even cheaper bait at level 2 or maybe even level 1, and that would be crazy. It could work. If you could last to turn 6, good for you. You are fine, probably. You know, you have your Squeaky out there, and it didn't get Comet Missiled or Ice Bladed or whatever, and then you bring out this, and then attack their tapped creature, and then get rid of their Blaze Belchers and Marrow Ooze or Magris, or I don't know. I mean, the effect is not really necessary. If anything, it should have had more power, maybe. I don't know. It's just, it's cool. I like it. It's a big double breaker for kind of cheap, but other than that, not too amazing. I am more pumped about the Hydra Medusa over this, but that's just me. And lastly, we have one more card to show off, and that is, okay, bear with me, guys. Loko motivator. Oh my god, what is this card? Oh my god. Honestly, don't understand what they're doing with this card. First of all, they took the original name of Locomotiver and changed it to Locomotivator. Like, what? I don't understand the name change, but okay. And the effect is completely different. I mean, the original game, it was a Shield Blast creature, well, Shield Trigger creature, sorry, and it pretty much discarded a card of your opponent's hand at random. So it was like a Fumes, but, you know, you had a bit more control over the discard because it was random instead of your opponent choosing. Now, it is a level 3 3000 with the effect Doom Whistle. When this creature enters the battle zone, choose one of your shields and put it into your hand. Okay, now this is very confusing. The ruling needs to be clarified on this because there's no, like reminder text or whatever. Because it just says choose one of your shields and put it into your hand, but it doesn't say anything about if that shield is considered broken and you could use the effect. I mean, if I had to guess, I would think that it doesn't get the Shield Blast effect and you're just taking a card for the, you know, pseudo draw. I mean, you're losing a shield, but you are getting a draw because of that. So this card could essentially help out rush decks with Darkness. It could. I don't know. Maybe if it was level 2, that would be awesome. But level 3, not bad, but I've seen better. This card is kind of meh. I mean, you don't really want to lose shields, but at the same time, it is draw for Darkness if you don't want to use water or nature. So the option's available, but I'm just saying right now, Locomotivator, it's probably one of those cards you won't really want to use too much, but it's a card. It's something you could use. So I'm going to end the video off here. I'm going to be really mad if I, you know, stop the filming and then I find out that 5 more cards were previewed, you know. But it turns out that there's going to be 2 new previews that we know of for sure. One's going to be from CVH from Earth Power Channel. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and go check out Alter Reality Games. The website for the articles is actually articles.alterrealitygames.com. They have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Articles, sometimes Magic, and CVH is there as the weekly Kaijudo columnist, which is really cool. And so he's going to have a preview card in his next article, which is great. And also Daniel Tack, you've probably heard this name now if you've been watching my channel. He also does previews. He always gets a preview for every set pretty much. And his preview is going to be the 26th, which is Friday. And I think CVH's article is also going to be on Friday. So expect 2 new preview cards on Friday, guys. Alright, guys, this is TKC here, signing off. Hope you enjoyed these cards. I sure did. And you guys have a great day. Alright? Hey guys, if you managed to last this long, guess what? I made a deck using these 3 cards. The TheKaijudoChannel Strategist. Good stuff. I love this deck. I'm going to show you this deck after I test it this weekend. Alright guys. Bye.